Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. My apologies for not being able to join you. And thank you for the organizing committee for having this video presented to you online. My name is Morane Gruenpeter. I'm part of the software heritage team working on this ambitious mission to collect, preserve, and share all software source code. And for the presentation today, I'm going to share with you a little bit of information about the software source code library and the archives and libraries interest group that we have launched thanks to the SCOSS pledging round. What is software? This is an existential question that I had a lot of debate about with myself, with other people. And I imagine you have debated that at some point, because software is all around us. And even though some of us think it's magic, I do think it's magic too. With a computer science background, we know that it's actually not magic. Software, can I see that there's a software projects that have a community around them. There's ideas that are designed, architectured, which are not the digital artifacts that we can find at the end. And there are a very large collection that we can find a very large collection of digital artifacts, including executable source code. Now, what's so special with the source code is that it is the access to the knowledge that is embedded in the software, and we want to keep alongside data and publications. Software is now increasingly recognized as a research output. We can see that with these two quite recent documents, well, 2019 and 2021, stating and calling to promote software development as a valuable research activity and research software as a key enabler for open science. In the UNESCO recommendation on open science, we see source code that must be included in the software release and made available because, again, the source code is written for humans that can read it, not for machines. It is then compiled and executed in a machine. But if we want to understand what the software does, we need the source code. And as a pillar alongside publication and data, we need to know the connections when writing an article and using software or producing software, because software can be a tool that is used, can be an outcome produced during the research, and it can be the object of research. We need these links between the data, the publications, and the code. Now, software is not created only in academia, and most software, research software that is created in academia depends on very large web of dependencies outside of academia. And even with the infrastructures, we need to understand how software is fragile. Source code can disappear, and research libraries have this important pivotal role where it comes to software to make these artifacts understandable and giving keys to the researchers and the libraries community. We have a long road ahead to make software available, findable, traceable, and solve a little piece in the reproducibility crisis. A question to you: have you met software archival requests in your library or your organization? And if you can't share now in the chat, this is something that really interests me to know and to help solve, because one of the things that I've done at Software Heritage is working on software metadata and understanding the context of the software. And we want to have other features that can really assist libraries. And for that, We do need you. We need you. We want to help libraries, but we need you in our journey. Now, software deserves a special library because it's a special guest. And Software Heritage plays this role as the Alexandra Library of Source Code. And I don't say that just because it's a nice tagline. I say that because we do collect software that is all around and bring it to our infrastructure that is made for the long term. It is an international and non-profit initiative. We launched it in 2016 and we are hosted with INRIA, and we are hosted by INRIA in partnership with UNESCO and with a very large community of members, of sponsors, of and ambassadors as well that are taking our message and promoting our mission and supporting our mission. And this is important that we are here from the community and for the community, for the larger community, not only academia, but all society. Now, it is, as I said, an open infrastructure. We collect, preserve, and share source code, and it is the largest collection today that we know of. Maybe you know another one, but we have more than 19 billion unique files and more than 300 million projects. We are serving the scholarly ecosystem as this baseline, the universal source code archive, serving not only academia, industry, public administration, and cultural heritage. And in academia, we are trying to do this connection inside the scholarly ecosystem through different European projects, but also with existing infrastructure that are now that are already connected to software heritage or that are working on implementing these connections with scholarly repositories, with publishers, and with aggregators. In 2023, we are very grateful to have been selected by SCOSS for the 5th pledging round with RDA, and being part of this impressive SCOSS family is really nice to be part of that. And with this, we are proposing the Archives and Libraries Interest Group, giving you support, giving you assistance, having a dedicated channel for the members, and also access at the higher levels to the same benefits that sponsors get. Behind the scenes, we have a dedicated team, technical and non-technical. Well, I'm not, from all kind of expertise, and they are very dedicated and engaged. And I really like to thank each and every one of them, building one part or the many different parts of this big puzzle, which is software heritage. I would like to thank you for your attention. And if you are interested in more information about the ALIG or about software heritage, don't hesitate reaching out, having a longer session describing exactly what we are doing, showing exactly how the feature works. That would be amazing to have. So thank you for having me. I'm going to stop sharing now. And I don't know if this works. Well, I thank you, and I hope to see you again and meet maybe as part in one of the ALIG occasions. Thank you.